Let's get straight into it. These are the 5 things that I wish I knew when I first started collecting Weiss Schwarz cards. So the first and most important thing to note is that pull rates are mapped. So per case of booster boxes, there will be a certain amount of pulls depending on the set inside there. Now that means that if you buy a loose booster box from someone secondhand, there is potentially quite a large chance that that box is dead and there's no pulls in it. Someone has bought a case, they've opened a lot of the boxes, they've hit the pulls, and the remaining boxes are still sealed but can just be sold with that information not disclosed, that they are in fact dead and don't have the SSP or SSP pulls inside them. So the second thing to know is that each set is based on a different IP, and while Weiss Schwarz is generally based around anime sets, there is a wide range of different IPs that they cover. So this goes from anime to Disney, Star Wars, Pixar, Marvel. You've also got Western cartoons such as Adventure Time, Avatar The Last Airbender. You've even got sets for VTubers such as HoloLive, and some sets that are based off of mobile and video games. So chances are there's a set that you'd probably enjoy even if it's just one. The third point is you can also pull cards from the trial decks. Now they are mapped as well, just like the booster boxes are, but quite often, sometimes the chase card in the set can only be obtained from the trial deck. The trial deck cards that you pull are completely separate from the cards you can pull from the booster box. So in cases like Dragon Maid and Mushoku Tensei, the trial deck SP was the chase card from the whole set. So the only way to get that would have been to open up some trial decks. So the fourth point is that some sets are Japanese exclusive only in the likes of Pixar, Disney, Marvel, and there's also some sets that are English exclusive only, such as Adventure Time, Avatar The Last Airbender will be, and Seven Deadly Sins was as well. However, both sets normally do come out in both Japanese and English, with Japanese receiving the set about 3 months earlier before it comes out in English. And the fifth thing to note is that it is print to pre-order. If you want to buy a sealed case, ideally you need to get this locked in months in advance with a store or distributor. Obviously, if a store orders lots of products, just too much, and it doesn't sell, then potentially you might have some chance of buying a case later down the line from stores trying to get rid of stock. However, if it's the opposite and the set sells really well, it's quite likely if you want to pick up a case after release, you'll be paying above retail price. And I just want to leave you with one little bonus point at the end because I still think it's very important information. Weiss Schwarz cards do sell on eBay, but I would say the majority of sales do happen privately through the Weiss Schwarz Facebook group and the Discord groups. I will leave links in the description below so you can check them out, but that really helps with working out pricing on cards because most of that volume goes through private sales. Now hopefully that was useful to you. The idea of this video and some of the videos I have been doing is that I want to make Weiss Schwarz a bit more accessible. I feel like personally the barrier to entry was very high. These things that I've just listed, I had no idea about them, and I made a lot of mistakes when I started collecting Weiss Schwarz back a few years ago. I had no idea about mapping. I was buying loose boxes thinking these would be really cool to hold on to for years. It potentially could go up in price, but the reality is no one's probably going to believe that I bought these boxes from a store and that they aren't dead because of mapping. And without knowing that information, you don't even know to ask about it. So that's the idea of getting these sorts of videos out there, is just to share that knowledge and kind of reduce that barrier to entry that Weiss Schwarz seems to have. So if you also want to help others, if you can hit like on this video, it will help push this video to other people that might potentially be interested in Weiss Schwarz and seeking this sort of content. So if you can hit like, that would be very helpful, not only for me, but for the rest of the community and other people that are looking into getting into Weiss Schwarz but don't really know where to start or all the different types of information that are essential in collecting it. So if you can do that, that's awesome. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And if you like my content and you're interested in seeing more of my Weiss Schwarz collecting and market style videos, please hit subscribe and you'll be notified as soon as a new video is up. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.